Hello my gorgeous Aquarius, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my gorgeous Aquamarini, and it's in between the 8th and the 14th of August 2022. My goodness, when it comes to the beginning of this week, something is going to be persistently on your mind. And it's to do with a certain person. Something is going to be persistently on your mind, and it's going to involve somebody who is in your life. You must investigate what this is. You need to find out what this is, because it's to do maybe with a little worry, but then at the same time, you know what? You are very extremely intuitive. You are an empath. I said this on many occasions. And it's to do with something, some kind of like it's to do with someone in your life that you had some kind of like a maybe worry, or there was something on your mind, and this what was on your mind, what was really worrying you about that specific person, this is going to be proven to you that it's actually true. And this in itself, it's going to be on your mind quite a lot, and this is the information that you are going to actually get at the beginning of the week. A really surprising information that you're not going to like necessarily, and it's going to come from someone completely, this is going to surprise you also, someone completely out of the blue. It's going to provide you with an information and message where you are clearly going to understand that your worries and your fears about a certain person in your life are actually going to be proven. And this in itself, it's not going to require from you to explode at that moment in time, to fight, to argue. No baby, no. You're gonna need to be very clever. You're gonna need to come up with a very clever plan, because at this moment in time you can't respond to this situation, because it's no baby, no. It is not a good time. Too much is going on, too much is happening, you're really busy, things have like a picked up in your life big time, full on. But now you just need to understand those people who are not meant to be in your life anymore. And I'm not saying this, I don't want to sound like, oh God, here we go again. No baby, no. I'm just saying things that you already are aware of. These things were already on your mind, and also one particular specific person is becoming very toxic, and it's taking over, and you need to understand who this is. That someone around you, like almost directly connected to you, is trying to, maybe, I don't want to be horrible, but it's trying to, that particular person is trying to like kind of maybe take an advantage of you. and there are no clear emotions over there. It's like that particular person is trying to take an advantage of you, and you have been aware of this, but you just need to kind of reach that moment of your own strength and power where you can be honest with yourself to start with. But then at the same time, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you are going to need to come up with a direct plan, because you can't respond to this situation, oh I'm done, blah blah blah, I'm finished here, see you later alligator. No baby, no. You need to come up with a clever plan, because we are talking about someone who is maybe like emotionally not quite right, and someone who is not emotionally quite there, someone who is emotional, but then it's also like as aggressive as they are as emotional, but there's so many other elements, bits and pieces about this person. It's what energy I'm getting, that you really must be very careful. So you need to understand and establish who this is, and have a clear plan how you can just drift apart, or elevate away from this person, but without kind of knowing that person, without letting that person know, or without making that person aware of things that you already know. So you just have to protect yourself, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and you also have to protect yourself, protect your precious energy. At the same time, I really highly suggest you that throughout this week you need to wear a black crystals, like a dark crystals, like a black tourmaline or black onyx or black obsidian, for example, because black crystals are absolutely superb in order to actually protect you against negative energy and the psychic attacks that you may have. This particular person is doing things not intentionally but unintentionally. Do you know how dangerous people can actually be like this with this particular energy that they are protecting? Because they mess so much up around them, but they're the ones who always stay intact. So what you need to do here, my gorgeous aquamarine, you just need to get like a black crystal. And you know what, like my favorite one would be the black tourmaline. It's like a big mama. The black tourmaline is the most powerful crystal that can actually, when it comes to protecting yourself against negative energy, negative spirits, any negative intentions, an evil eye, you know, and things like that. So black tourmaline would be my favorite choice. But also on another hand, what you need to do also is try to, like, if you haven't got a black tourmaline, just try to get like a couple of bags of like salt, a little bag, a couple of bags of salt, but it needs to be natural salt, not this nonsense and rubbish that you get in the shops, like a mixed up with like a cooking agents or whatever nonsense they put in. You know, just a natural sea salt. It's the most effective. So a couple of little bags, put it in your pocket, and then you're also gonna prevent this negative energy from entering your circle, your personal circle. So this is what you need to kind of do in order to protect yourself from the actual negative energy. This is what I would highly advise you. And also, if you can smudge your environment, whether it's the working environment that you're constantly spending your time in, or whether it's the home environment, ideal, I would do both to try to get rid of the negative energy within your environment, and this way you're also going to protect yourself indeed. And also so to use the dry sage, burn dry sage, you know, within the home, at home, or in the environment, you're going to find this extremely beneficial to do all these things to protect your vibration and energy, because a lot is going on, a lot is happening, and someone around you is projecting negative energy. So you just want to protect yourself, but because you are emotionally involved with this person, it's very kind of like it's not as easy to deal with this. You see, it's not as easy to feel this, because first of all you have to be honest with yourself. Oh Lord. So now, my gorgeous aquamarine, especially when it comes to the beginning of the week, you know, you are you're gonna stumble upon the actual moment where you're gonna sorry you're at the beginning of the week, something is going to become so attractive to you, something is going to be persistently on your mind. But especially this time, it's when it comes to like some part of your life, it's going to become so attractive, and it's to do with the learning. It's to do with the knowledge. You know, you will know which part of your life is becoming so attractive to you, but this is something where you will want to find yourself at, but you can't do it just like that. It's to do with the knowledge that you first of all need to gather. So it's all about identifying what this is, and also like being aware of the exact knowledge when it comes to study, learning and education. This is something that is going to bring you so much faith into your life, so much trust, and it's also going to bring you so much confidence, especially when it comes to you going at this moment in time through your own spiritual evolution, where you are literally setting yourself free, you're setting your heart free, but at the same time you need to lead the way and light your own path. And you can only light your own path by responding to those things in your life that you feel so attracted to, especially when it just comes out of the blue, like, oh my god, I want to learn more about this, I want to learn more about that. Just suddenly it's going to come up, suddenly it's going to happen, suddenly it's going to manifest, and it's going to be absolutely impossible for you to ignore this. It's going to bring you a mindful wisdom in your life, but at the same time it's going to create this wonderful inner harmony. And also what you're going to become aware of, the certain lies at the beginning of the week, but the certain lies that you're going to become aware of, this is nothing to do with the people in your life, nothing to do with the people connected to you, but it's a lot to do with the things on the outside that you were already aware of, that you were already worrying, that you already knew, that you already kind of like were aware of, that there were like kind of dark little entities on the outside, like having a ball at the moment. So that there are more lies that you're going to become aware of, but something specific that you weren't aware of, it's completely kind of it's going to blow you away. And it's really going to make you wonder, like, oh my god, like, what kind of entities we are dealing with here. And I repeat, this is on the outside, okay? Nothing to do with you and the things that you were kind of watching, paying attention to, and they're the lies that you're going to become aware of. But something in particular, it's really going to blow you away. Something is going to be very, very specific here, but then again, it's at the same time going to highlight the importance of you being organic, and importance of you being as original as you possibly can on this spiritual journey. And it's also going to highlight very much so some part of your life that you have been in self-denial about, and the part of your life that you have been in self-denial about created a little bit of internal struggle and a personal challenge. And this is connected to you wanting to improve, but it's also connected to you trying to avoid the certain conflict and the certain battle, because you are dealing with certain people at the moment that you have to be very careful the way you go about. Not about that specific person that I spoke to you, that I told about before, but a few other people that you're already aware of, that you have to go very gently and easily about, and you need to do everything that's in your power to avoid conflict and battle. Because if you do that, if you bite back, then no baby no, it is going to be the worst possible thing. So I think you just need to kind of learn how to go about very, very gently and on purpose, to not to upset anyone, but also at the same time to kind of do what you want to do, to have an outcome that you want to have without letting other people know as much. You have to kind of work in silence throughout this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Keep certain things to yourself as much as you possibly can. Try to work in silence, and you will see exactly what a great success you're actually going to have by the end of this week indeed. And when it comes to the midweek, what else I was going to say, this is I really like this so much. When it comes to the midweek, my gorgeous Aquamarini, it's really important financial stability that you're gonna become aware of, and especially when it comes to the last 4 months, you have been working really hard. A lot was happening, a lot was going on, a lot was building up to this moment in time indeed. But this is all about this financial stability that you're going to have, and this in itself, you're going to become aware of your own financial stability, and this is brilliant, of course. But then at the same time, it is, you are going to be thinking a lot about protecting your assets. And when it comes to you to protect your assets, whatever it comes to you at around the midweek, this is exactly what you should do, no matter what other people say or whatever. So if it comes to you to protect your assets, this is exactly what you should be doing. And then on another hand, you're also going to become aware of the actual clear direction, that particular financial stability, where the financial stability is coming from. So listen to me very carefully. Where this financial stability is actually coming from, that same thing, it's going to be like a big bomb in your life, in such a way where you are going to realize oh my God, I wouldn't be able to achieve this if I weren't as bold, if I weren't as decisive, but you did motivate so many people around you as well, and this is brilliant. But at the same time, this is bringing you a clear direction. The financial stability that you are going to become aware of, it's also in itself, on its own, bringing you the whole new clear direction. And that direction, it's really, you will know, you're going to feel very ambitious and you're going to feel very driven. This is going to bring you an amazing hope into your life, but it's also connected to the wish, something that you wanted to happen for a long time, but especially it was on your mind over the last 43 days in particular. So this is bringing you hope, anticipation, bright prospects, and really great wish that you were kind of thinking about it for a while now. And you know what I really like out of all this, my gorgeous Aquamarini? You're actually going to learn here how to create exactly what you desire. Just remember that at the midweek, this is so good, my Lord. Hallelujah. You're going to learn here how to create exactly what you desire. Just remember this, remember this, remember this. This is so important. And also, at around the midweek, do you know what you're going to find really interesting? What you're going to find so fascinating? You are going to be blown away the way the nature is going to communicate to you. I know this sounds crazy. Let me just show you something. Oh my god, I've got tarot cards everywhere. Yeah, let me just show you something, which tarot cards I'm gonna use. Look, I'm gonna go for these ones. There you go. These are my literally oldest tarot cards. These are like the oldest, like my god. Anyway, so I'm gonna use this oldest tarot cards, my gorgeous Aquamarini, and I'm gonna show you that what I was going to say to you, and it's really important. You're gonna be blown away the way the nature is going to communicate to you throughout this week. I will explain, but especially when it comes to the midweek, indeed. But throughout this week, within the nature, there's so many crazy signs that you are going to have, whether you're going to see strange shape in the tree, whether you're going to see bizarre things in the clouds. You know, we barely have any normal clouds nowadays, but anyway, yeah, so whether you're going to see something like really unusual in the clouds, or whether you're going to see something like really unusual in the shape of the tree. I say that, didn't I? Like whether you're going to see something like kind of unusual within the plants, within the flowers, in the water, within the water, however the nature can communicate. Pay attention to the unusual objects, you know, within the nature, unusual shapes, unusual letters, unusual number. So you're walking through the forest and then suddenly you look towards the tree and you see like 21. Do you know what I mean? Like number 21. And then think immediately what was on your mind at that moment in time, what question you were asking yourself. This is the response through nature. You will be getting responses through nature, especially when it comes to the actual timing. So it's like, oh my god, you were thinking about how long is something gonna take, like how long is this job gonna take, and this and that. 21, oh my god, 21. You know, you need to be able to connect what you see through the reflection of your own mind and the way your spirit and soul responds to you, to this, you know, situation. It's a very, very sacred answer in itself. So this is why I'm trying to say that the nature is going to communicate to you quite a lot. So now, in particular, I'm going to now focus on especially what is the biggest sign from the nature going to be when it comes to you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. What is the biggest sign from the nature that you are going to have, that you are going to be able to read? What is the biggest sign from the actual nature going to be, my gorgeous Aquamarini? Oh my lord, you see, it's going to try to let you know that something is coming to an end. It's going to be pointing out, it's about the discontinuance of a certain effort. But it's not only like, oh yeah, oh my god, sadness, darkness, oh no, low, being low, blah blah blah. No baby, no. It's about you understanding that something came to an end, but you already know this, you were already aware of this. But you also need to know that as soon as you do something about it, this is what the nature is going to be communicating it to you. So as soon as you become aware of it, as soon as you as soon as you do something about it, as soon as you make the first step about it, you are naturally going to feel, oh my god, there is something much better over there in the very, very near future. Indeed, in fact, it's already something better out there for you already, and you know it. Otherwise this situation wouldn't unfold in this particular way. So these are the signs that you're going to become aware of, that something came to an end, but you're the only one who can make the first step. And as soon as you do that, you're going to become aware of something much better, much brighter, much more important, and much more significant to make you happy. The last part of this week, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you know, this is brilliant because you are gonna be feeling a little bit blocked, you're gonna be feeling a little bit restrained, but then at the same time you are gonna become aware of the choices that you're gonna have. There are gonna be two paths ahead, and both paths ahead are gonna be like very important for you to understand when it comes to your own sacred divinity. So you are going to feel blocked, you are going to feel a little bit restrained, but at the same time you are going to be facing these important choices. The choice number one is going to be all about a new project that you're going to find yourself thinking about. It's to do with a new venture, and it's to do with your skill, and it's also making a dream a real, baby. And also at the same time there's going to be interesting message that you're going to get, which is like really confirm something very, very personal to you, so you will know it's the right time. And the second choice is just basically The second choice is like you feeling so strong already, you feeling so self-assured. Just thinking about it, it's going to make you feel so strong and so self-assured. But then at the same time, you know, you will know that that other choice, it's like going to bring you a very interesting part that you need to explore. You know, there is something very interesting going to be there that you need to explore, but normally you would just like kind of stay away from it. You wouldn't feel ready, you wouldn't want to do it because it's connected to so many things that you don't have experience with. But now this exploration is going to be the second choice. To get to the second choice, the first you need to explore. But it's brilliant because you will know that this is something to do, because it's going to make you feel so enthusiastic, it's going to make you feel so charismatic, you know, so enthusiastic, you know. And it's also, you are gonna, you know, inspire so many people with this, because your passion is going to be ignited, and especially when it comes to your creativity, you're going to feel very, very motivated. It's to do with the new endeavor, but it's also to do with you realizing energy, and you know, this energized potential that makes you feel so good about it, just thinking about it, let alone showing yourself in it. But you need to understand that you have to stick to the plan. You need to stay committed to the task at hand. It is very important, because a lot is going to be going on, and even more so at that time, roughly similar time, you are, you know, going to get an information and message that is going to blow you away in a really good way. It's about the justice, because you've been worrying about this so much, and this is to do with your life, this is to do with your personal life, it's to do with the justice. There is a very good message and information that you're going to become aware of when it comes to justice. This is going to put a massive smile on your face. You were worrying so much. Huge stone from the heart is going to fall off. Do you know what I mean? Like, you had so much on your back because of this, so you were worrying a lot. So the justice is going to work in your favor. As I said, this is something really personal to you, but at the same time, the advice that you are going to get at around the same time, it's going to be mind-blowing, you know. At the same time, you are really gonna become aware of like maybe these people that are quite deceptive and sneaky that you were already aware of. But then on another hand, it's also going to help you to take all these things into consideration and protect yourself in the best possible way, because what you're gonna learn, it's gonna be invaluable up until this moment in time, especially when it comes to you understanding that now it's time to develop and have a clear plan. You will really feel ready to go, and you will choose to move forward. It's all about you leaving your comfort zone. Yeah, my God, this covers this whole reading, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Now it's time to leave your comfort zone. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.